Happy Friday, everyone. We finally made it to the end of the week. Alumni Week of Giving 2026 has been a massive success. We're very excited. We're very grateful to everyone who's given so far. We've just got one more person to talk to before we close out this week, though. Known as an international man of mystery, I think he has like 4 passports. He's kind of tough to pin down, but I think we're gonna find him, so let's go.
He's not in.
He is in. Paul, can I ask you a question?
He just did.
Gets me every time. Paul O'Reilly, president of Thomas Aquinas College, here at the end of Alumni Week of Giving 2026. What is your message to our alum?
I would invite our alums to go back to when they were freshmen. You start to reflect on the education that you received here over the 4 years and how transformative that is. The program itself is really unique. The order of learning is something that's very distinctive. We can describe it negatively. There's no electives, no majors or minors. But it's a carefully crafted program with 4 years, as we know, of math and natural science with philosophy and theology, and the order within those parts carefully contrived by the founders. And that leads to an intellectual formation that I think is the best there is. It's an education for a lifetime, but more importantly, it's an education in virtue and in wisdom. It's transformative of our culture, and we need it now more than ever. And the good news is I see it day in and day out with our current students. 72% of our students are on financial aid, almost $8 million we have to raise, and we need the help of the alums. So I'm so grateful for your support.
What is the best class, in your opinion, and what is the worst class, excluding your own?
Thank you for excluding my own. You have to start with the first class. They took all the chances. You think about Tom Kaiser, Laura Berquist, and others. They had that very special class. They have to be the best class. Class of 22 in New England. I understand Nathaniel Cassidy tried to do some work in that class. They were pioneers too. So you think about the first class and the class of 22 in New England. Yeah, that pioneers for
Beautiful.
sure.
Okay, no comment on the worst class. I think that's a good move coming from the president. What is your most memorable classroom moment, either as a student or as a tutor?
There was one time when I was a young tutor, I had to go buy a shirt at a thrift store, and I didn't look at it very closely. It looked like a nice shirt. It seemed to fit. But when I got into class, I looked down on the sleeve, and I had Ralph's written on it, the grocery store. That was awkward, and I had to finish the class with my hand over my arm.
Did any students notice?
I hope not.
I'm sure they did, and they just roasted you behind their back.
Okay, they probably did. Yeah.
Any pranks or any antics that you got up to while you were a student that you can share?
No, actually, I was considered a very excellent, well-behaved student. So no, nothing at all that I did that I want to have on record.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Paul, in all seriousness, why should we alumni give back to the school?
I just came from class. The students are excellent. They're as good as they've ever been. The faculty is wonderful. We're carrying out the mission of the founders. As we all know, we have one remaining founder with us, Peter DeLuca, who's not well. But Peter told me just recently that he's so proud of the efforts of the college, and he thinks that we are as good as we've ever been, and that's my view too. So I think the alums should be confident that their support is going to maintain the college in the way that they are familiar with it. And listen, with the expansion to New England, the best is still ahead of us.
What are some of the impacts that you've already seen come out of this week?
I'm really pleased with the generosity. Giving is really sacrificial, so God bless them all for that. But it's extraordinary, some of those other benefits that we didn't anticipate. Mm-hmm. So with their generosity, I understand, has come an improvement on the Northfield campus. The weather has improved, the birds are chirping. Life has improved because of our alums, so God bless them for that.
That's amazing. Paul, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Well, also I would like to thank Cece. Cece turns out to be a professional in this. And of course, Doug, you don't know Doug, but he's behind the camera. And Nathaniel Cassidy, they don't have the courage to get in front of the camera, and Nathaniel and Doug, but thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Go to tac.gives to make a gift last day of the week. We're really excited. Thank you all. God bless. 84?
Class of 84. I was 12 when I graduated.
Sorry. What?
That was great.
Like, I can talk to you about the same class and we're going to know what we're talking about, even with our age difference. Yeah, that's interesting. We do have quite a few religious throughout all of the classes, actually. He makes me really nervous.